board. And I'm going to share screen. And now you can see my desktop. Let me close that thing out of there. Let's see, what I want to go to is here. And so here are the photos. So was there where we left off last time was on this photo right here. Are these the same photos you're thinking of, Chad?
Well, let's just choose a photo and open it, and let me take a look at it.
Okay, I'll go ahead and, well, this
So
is a photo. This is the
give me
last
the
photo
number.
we did, and I believe that's you sitting there, Chad.
Okay, give me the number. Dad 021. What is it, Dad? What?
Oh, Dad 027-4.
Okay, hang on.
.png.
All right. 1 second. All right, I'm in that photo. And I want to edit it. Details. And I'm going to add a description. All right, I'm going to type this in. This is Chad. Who's the gals?
Well, that's Liesl, I'm guessing is the little girl.
Jamie.
Jamie.
My meeting should start in a few seconds. What do I have to do?
You're with us, Annette.
I don't want to be on the phone. I want to be on my laptop.
I don't know what to tell you.
And that is George. That is the dogs. And
yeah, probably George and Vaughn.
George and Vaughn. All right, so what I've done is I've added, what year do you think we are here?
70 is my guess. 1970.
Did you try? No, never mind.
Terry, I don't see, when I'm on it there, I see a way to add
Join with my
comment
browser
under
or join my
description.
Chrome.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you, Chad. Annette.
Okay. So what are you, Terry, are you on Google Photos?
No, I'm just watching the video here. Arden's the one that's supposed to be on Google Photos.
Arden,
Right.
are you on Google Photos?
Well, yeah, I'm the one that is sharing my screen.
Okay.
And so, yes, I'm on Google Photos.
All right, let me,
Chad, you can either do this in real time while we're discussing this, or you can get a copy of the and then do it after the fact.
oh, hang on, Terry, I have different kind of labels to for each image. I have a type, I have dimension, size, location, what date it was modified, what date it was created.
Yeah, you're looking at the details. I don't think that is, well, it may be interesting, but probably not terribly germane to what we're doing today. We just want the contents of the photo from the photo rather than, of course, it'd be nice to know, well, there is no information on when the photo was taken. Any information you have there would be when the photo was scanned rather than when it was taken. So I don't think much of that information, and certainly at that time, the cameras were not able to tell you the location. So the information, the meta information that you're looking at is probably not too helpful to us today.
Okay, but here's the thing. When I'm in these shared photos, the only thing that I see that I can do is add a description. I can't change the name. I can't change. Oh, wait, no, I can't. Terry's the owner. Arden.
How are you guys doing? Any of that?
What was your
Nancy.
question, Annette? So right now, Chad's trying to figure out how to change the name of the file, I think.
How do you do that? I mean, where are you that you can do any of that kind of stuff?
I'm in
He's in
Google
Google Photos.
that Terry shared. Okay, Arden, will you?
Oh, no.
I only shared with Artie and Chad. Nobody else is able to see those photos.
Hey, Arden,
Yes,
will you look at the
Right,
details?
so you didn't share with me anyway.
not yet.
Why am I looking at photos if you didn't share with me?
Well, the objective here is to identify the photos so they can be properly labeled, and then we'll share them with everybody. So everybody will have the photos with the right labels on them. That'll identify who's in it.
Okay, I only need to take this amount of time for this one photo.
Okay,
And then once I know what I'm doing with one photo, I'll know what I'm doing with all photos.
okay.
Did the
Arden?
dogs all come in?
Pardon?
Both are in? You brought Bear in.
Okay, go
Bear
ahead,
wasn't-
Chad.
Bear was
Arden,
wasn't
can
out
you-
when I.
On this photo, Dad 027-4,
Let me go in a different room.
can you look at it and figure and see if you see the descriptor I put in?
I do not see the descriptor
We're
you
not
put in.
supposed to, Chad, we're not supposed to be able to see what you're doing.
Well, he's
No.
asking if I can see it, and I don't. It still says Dad. So when you say descriptor you put in, okay, here's what you're looking at my screen. This is what I see.
Click on those three dots towards the upper right.
Okay,
Chad, I doubt that this will be updated in real time, but it might be, but still.
We'll know in a second.
I don't think that that's what we're trying to do today, Chad.
I understand, Terry. I just, I need to be able to do what we need done with these photos. And in order to do it, I would like to see.
okay. So over here on the description, it says Chad Liesl Jamie. I don't think Jamie's in that picture.
is-
That's MaryLynn.
All right, I'm gonna change that.
So
MaryLynn?
yeah, I'm not 100% sure who the dark-haired girl is, but it's definitely not Jamie. As far as Jamie Barney goes, if that's that's what I'm thinking of, and that's definitely not Jamie Barney.
Okay, I've got Chad Liesl, MaryLynn, Dogs, George Vaughn, 1970.
So, Artie, you are being able to see the updates that Chad's making in real time?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
I see it.
That's good.
If that's 1970, then it's not MaryLynn.
Yeah, I don't think that's MaryLynn. I don't know who the dark-headed girl is. I
Anybody know who the dark-headed girl is? Nobody knows?
don't know for sure who that is.
I'm just gonna put a question mark for now then.
Can you zoom in on that, on her, Artie? Does that help any?
I
I've got
don't.
her, I've got her on a big screen, but I can't, who is that? You.
I really have no idea. I don't think it's. I don't know. It's whoa. What is that?
Let's try the location. Where was this picture taken? Does anybody think?
That's wow. How do I get back to something normal here? I zoomed too much. There we go. Oh, there's a little plus minus button here. No, we don't know where this is, or at least that's what we discussed last time. It
Okay.
looks like we're somewhere traveling between Virginia and Utah. There's the two dogs on a leash. But then there's Liesl sitting there, so who
Okay.
knows?
All right,
We don't know.
next picture.
Okay. So, all right. The next picture. Two little babies. Have no idea who that is. Anybody?
Dad 028.
Yes, that is Dad 028-1.
Got it. Anybody know who these people are?
This is in Provo. when we were going back and forth, this is Alonzo and probably MaryLynn or Liesl at a park in Salt Lake or Provo.
Alonzo.
Or, yeah. So maybe that dark-haired girl could have been
Tammy,
one of
Tammy.
Bruce's.
Probably Tammy.
Pamela.
No, Tammy.
So you think that
Yeah.
could be Tammy?
That's Tammy. She has,
Okay.
Tammy's the one with dark hair, and that's
Yeah.
her coloring.
Provo,
Okay.
And maybe we were out at Bruce's trailer or something. I don't know.
Did Bruce have a trailer?
He did for a period of
He
time.
did, and that would
That's
account for Liesl and Tammy and people being there because we stopped in Salt Lake.
Okay.
Bruce had a trailer in Provo. I bought his car from him at that trailer park.
And so
Ah.
that-
Right.
Yeah, I do
But that would
remember
account
something. I do remember
Should we
something
raise our
about that
hand?
trailer.
Go ahead, Annette.
So
Tell
that
me
would
what
account
year.
for everyone being in that location, all of those different families being there.
Yes.
If we were in Utah visiting.
So our guess on the previous picture is that that's Tammy, the dark hair.
Correct.
But that wouldn't be 1970.
So
What year?
then I don't know what year.
If
would
it was
say-
the year we moved, Nancy, if it was the year we moved to Nevada, if it was that trip, then it would, because I graduated in 71. So it might have been, so it would have been 77. I would have gone to Las Vegas to high school, 70, 71.
The other
Bruce
little,
lived in the trailer in 1972 because I got home from my mission and Dad said, you need to go buy Bruce's Volkswagen and because he needs some help financially. And that was when we lived in California in Los Altos Hills. And
Oh,
Whoa, 72. You came off your mission in 71.
I got off my mission in 71 and you guys lived in Las Vegas. In 72, you lived in Los Altos Hills, and that's when I went to Provo and bought Bruce's car at that trailer park.
I think he lived there prior to that time
He did.
of you
So this could
purchasing
be
it.
71.
okay.
So what year?
71. I
seven-
would put 71. We're not going to hit the nail on the head here.
That's all right. It's close enough.
okay.
Got
All
it?
right.
All right. Next picture.
And so then this one we were saying was Alonzo. Is Alonzo the blonde head? Is that what we're thinking? And
Yeah.
Could be.
I put it down, Alonzo, MaryLynn, or Liesl, Provo, Utah, 1971.
then, okay. And so this is somebody sleeping on a couch. Come on, open up. So this is Dad 028-2. And maybe that's Tammy again. Is that the same
It's
dark hair
Tammy
girl?
again, I would guess.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And
Same year.
probably, and this next picture is probably the same trip.
Yep. We were at a park.
So
I
There's-
can't figure out that much. That They're at a park.
there's Afton in the forefront that I'm circling right there.
So I'm sure it's Provo, probably Provo.
Oh, here comes Kamillia.
Wait, you got hang on 1 second here. So we got this big group photo
Yeah,
and you're still looking at it? Yeah, you are.
yeah. So I see me standing there in the yellow striped shirt. We got
There's
Afton right.
Marcielle in the foreground and
Right
Bruce
there.
at the other end with
And
Linda.
I'm next to Marcielle.
Right, there's Annette.
Yeah,
Let's just,
And that's-
let's start on the left and work down. So I'm going to start with Afton.
Okay, there's Afton.
Baby is,
don't know.
would be MaryLynn, and the one next to her would be Liesl. The little, goodness.
Okay,
and
Lisa is older than MaryLynn.
so
is
this
that
would be
all?
MaryLynn and this would be Liesl, possibly.
What,
Is that
that-
Joseph?
do we know
that-
the year?
We can't see it well enough. No.
I
How-
think the blonde hair is Joseph Alden. I'm just roughly guessing.
I think that's Alden. And then the next one,
Uh,
How How do I make it? How do I make the picture bigger?
Actually, you know what? Liesl is at the end with Tom. You see that little girl with the white shirt
Oh,
at the end?
she's-
That's Liesl with Tom.
Yep.
And that's
Right.
right. Liesl and Tom are at the end. I've got my arm right in Tom's face.
That's Heidi then. It must be Heidi.
This
That
Oh.
could be.
So Heidi, MaryLynn, and
What year do
Liesl.
you think, what year do you?
Who's got
think
the
this was?
baby?
Same year, Nancy, 1970.
71.
Summer of
Where is this?
1970.
Mary
Where is
Lynn
this taken?
Somewhere in Provo.
Mary Lynn is close to the same age as
Here, let me see if I can make it bigger.
And Linnea was born in March of 1970.
All right, so
Okay.
I've got Afton, Heidi, MaryLynn, Alden, and then who's the little boy behind Alden?
I don't
Heidi-
know.
Heidi wasn't born until 1973.
Couldn't have been Heidi.
Well, who's
So that
after
makes,
this?
maybe
Who's holding
is
the
it,
baby? Who's holding that baby?
Afton.
it's your baby.
My
That's-
baby?
That's Marcielle holding the baby on the right.
That would be. is
Are you
that-
sure?
that-
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's you.
I can't tell.
It looks
Um,
more like one of her daughters, but
No, they're not. None of her daughters were
Oh,
old enough.
no, no.
well,
So
I don't remember
Becky-
I don't remember Marcel's hair ever being that dark.
Me either. You
Well,
should
who
see
do you
it
think
now.
it
Bad.
is then? That's her face.
Too
I don't
bad.
know whose hair she's got.
Yes? I can't see a
And that's
face.
Becky in the red at the end, I think,
Yes,
maybe.
yes,
Oh.
I agree, but we, you know, I have my purpose here, and I know who Afton is. But who is that baby? Is that gonna be hers or somebody else?
You know what, Chad? Some of these we're just going to have to leave with a little bit of a question mark.
I'll put a question mark.
But there's mom right
There-
there in the
Wait,
middle on the
wait, wait.
right.
You
And
guys-
Linda's right next to mom.
Hey,
Yeah.
I
You have
recognize
to get
nobody.
Voice.
Okay. Well, you know what, everybody? This is Kamillia and Marcielle.
Hi.
And our, hello, everyone.
That's probably Nancy by Bruce.
Annette, can you hear me?
Yep, I can.
Okay. Our
where'd it
picture
go?
is so small. That is bigger. How come?
What are you looking on? Or what are you using?
I'm using an iPad. It's the best viewing for me.
I don't recognize a single person there.
I don't know
Well-
why your picture's so small, Kamillia. I
That
don't
looks
know
more like
what to
me,
tell you. I'm
Can
doing
I-
a.
but that
Can
is too dark.
Can I just get my job done real quick?
Sure,
Who was that?
that
I
was
see
Chad.
Alden, and then who is next?
We don't know for sure who that is.
Wait, that's a question mark. Okay, who's after that? In the green shirt?
I'm guessing Rachel. Just a guess.
Nah,
Nah? Okay, well,
I don't.
Well,
That's
I
another
wish
question
we
mark.
could expand our own pictures. It'd be nice if on my screen I could expand it, but it doesn't
Okay.
expand on
Arden.
my,
I'm going
I've got to-
back.
you know.
I want to
oh,
say
look, I
that
zoomed
is
in.
me.
Hey,
on that side.
everybody, all right, Chad, Marcielle,
So that's
Chad,
and Mary Beth.
Oh, boy.
okay, the one up front in, who's holding the baby is,
On the right
On-
is me.
Yeah,
That is me.
That's what I
That's
said.
what we
You guys
said.
are all
You
hopeless.
all said that it was the person on the left, and is that Jamie?
Person
I
on
don't
the
know-
left is
I don't
Afton.
know where you are anymore, but I know where Becky
No,
is.
it's not
I see
Afton,
Becky.
it's me.
Who's standing right in front of Becky?
Where's Becky?
She's
Down
At the
there.
end with the red shirt.
Whoops. Okay, so there's Becky, there's Larita.
No, who is standing between Becky and Larita?
I don't know.
Where
Anybody know?
are they anyhow?
Is that one of Bruce's kids? Is that Pamela?
Bruce's
That
kids are
could be Pamela because Tammy is right there holding on to her
There's
mom's arm.
Linda.
There's Linda, there's Tammy. That's probably Pamela.
I will make it
oh,
Pamela.
yeah.
Chad, you might use the approximate tilde key to say it's approximately Pamela. You don't know for sure. Rather than writing the whole thing out, just get an abbreviation for it.
There's-
They
Is
said
that Bruce?
70% Pamela.
yeah,
Is that, isn't that the Smith boy who went out
Yeah.
with us?
That's Randy Smith.
Oh, yeah, where
Right
he
there.
is.
He
Okay,
was
well,
hired to drive the car.
this has
So-
been quite a,
Annette, who do you think's standing right in front of you?
Alonzo, because I stuck with him a lot during that trip.
Trip.
Alonzo, it
I don't
is.
know. I'm guessing.
Trip.
Who's
I'm
Marcielle?
guessing.
Marcielle is up front in the lavender and pink with the baby.
so who are you holding? Is that Mark?
No, that's Mary Beth.
Oh, is that Mary Beth?
That's Mary Beth.
How do you
Okay,
guys
then.
know that? How do you know?
It has a little dress and it's 1970.
70.
It can't be 1970.
No, Mark was
71.
born, it's 1969 if it's Mary Beth.
Yeah.
Well,
So
it's
is
not
that-
1969.
Oh, be still.
We moved
It can't
from
be because
Virginia.
Randy Smith is in that picture and he helped drive the family out to Las Vegas. And that was 1970 or 71.
70, because I graduated in 71 and we
No,
lived
that's
between my junior and
I don't
senior
know
year.
which baby I'm holding. It doesn't matter anyhow. I'm there.
One was born in 1970.
What kind of car is that in the background?
I don't see a car.
Over there.
Way back there.
A
You want
car?
to identify by the year of the car?
Who knows?
Oh boy, this is killing my neck. Trying
Okay.
to-
Okay,
Look at the next
Look at
picture.
this.
We've milked that one.
picture.
Okay, we're going to the next picture now.
Oh, that's good.
We beat this one up.
Yeah.
That was quite a lively discussion. And this photo,
This is Las Vegas.
that looks like, was that our front yard in Las Vegas when we moved there before there was grass?
Guess so.
Somebody needed to take care of that place.
I think so. I think that was our front yard when we very first moved there.
So what?
It
What?
looks like the driveway. I concur.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
So Dad hired people to lay sod, I guess. And
I guess so.
my word,
Okay.
who's
we're gonna-
this? Is that Afton? Hold it still. Oh, did I do something? Oh, who's that?
It looks like one of Afton's.
Doesn't
Who
look
is
like
that?
one of Afton's to me.
It
Who
looks
is,
like-
who's the
Isn't that-
woman?
Isn't that Kay?
Okay.
No,
No.
I do not
Only
know.
if it's Las Vegas, it could have been. I mean, only if it's Virginia, it could be K if they're out of year, though, if they're not in sequence.
This
Anybody have
doesn't
any
look like
ideas?
our
The
family.
photos are not in any kind of sequence.
Yeah, I
Anybody
don't
who
know
Oh,
who
does
knows?
that
that
look
is.
like
Have a
K?
Mm-mm.
Would be
It doesn't
one
look
of-
like K to me.
I
Doesn't
don't
look
think
like
it's anybody in
anybody.
our family.
I agree with that. Doesn't
Okay,
look like anybody in the family.
all right then.
Delete it.
No, don't delete it because we might figure out something later on.
Who is
Okay.
this?
Alden?
Who's this guy?
It's a little bit like Ben.
That's too old of a photo to be Ben.
That's not Ben.
Yep, it is.
Oh, wait a
Yeah.
minute.
No, it's not Ben. Look at the cars. Ben was not that big when the car models were that.
Ben never had a suit like
Some
that.
people are so sure.
1969. I don't know that guy.
Well, see, Ben is really close to my age, and I just know that was not Ben with those car
Okay.
models.
In 1969, Ben was 3 years old.
Yeah, it's nobody we know.
Oh,
Nobody
that's
knows.
interesting.
Is it-
Unless somebody can place him, I don't know who it is.
Annette, is it one of your old boyfriends?
No. I don't have old boyfriends. They were all young.
It's one of my
That's
old
different.
boyfriends.
Okay,
You-
well,
You kept that quite a secret.
I don't know. Go back. Maybe that's what's his face.
Yeah, what's his face or Hoopy Doopy?
Well, you went back somewhere else.
okay.
That is that Lily right there?
I think that might be Mom right there on the far right.
That's Mama.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Is it? Well,
Um,
I don't
fabric
know how you
store.
guys decide that.
It just
Probably
just-
looking for Dad's suits.
Is that Dad over there in the
No, I don't
South
think
No.
so.
And I don't,
not
that's,
Mother.
that is not Mother.
No,
Yes, it is.
mother's over here on the right.
Yeah, mom's on the
Oh,
right.
yeah, okay, she is, yes, in the closet.
I recognize that dress.
She has
Well,
her purse.
And she has that green dress on that she was wearing the day Becky
My
was married.
wedding.
Becky.
All right,
Hey, but-
but alls we have is that's Mary Compton and we don't know anybody else.
Right,
Is
fabric
Dad there?
store.
Do we know the
Oh.
occasion? We're not talking about the occasion. What was the occasion here?
No idea.
It
I
looks-
would
Those
say
look
it's
like
in the
wedding
church.
dresses back there.
Yeah, it looks like wedding dresses.
Yeah, it
It looks
does.
like it's somebody getting married.
It was Nancy's wedding.
No, Marcielle was with me to help me pick out my wedding dress. Mother was back in Virginia, or yeah, in Virginia.
Yeah.
We
Then
got
I have no
married-
clue.
We got
Well,
married.
maybe I'm the really skinny lady in the middle with pink dress on.
Oh,
I don't-
that's not, that is
Don't
not
think so.
you.
It just
No,
isn't
I
your
don't think
face.
So.
Yeah,
Wrong, wrong face.
just not your face, Marcielle.
Oh dear. Well,
We could probably put your face in there if you like.
Yeah, you.
We
I
have,
got
we
photos.
have some very,
We
I
can
don't really
Photoshop
put
this
my
and make
face
this be
anywhere.
we can Photoshop this to be Marcielle, and this can be Ken, and this can be Dennis, or whoever we want it to be.
I
Move
don't know
on to
why
the
we're
next
going to all
picture.
this trouble.
Next picture.
Okay, next
Uh-huh.
picture. Somebody's baby is crying.
Oh, we'll never figure that out.
Somebody recognize it by the
The-
blanket.
The
or-
couch or whatever.
The more I
But-
zoom in, the blurrier it gets.
But
It's
where was this purple and pink bed or couch? Anybody,
It
can
looks-
anybody claim that?
Those colors, Marcielle, might not be real true because there's some fading and different things. So
Look
that
closer at this baby.
Could
might
that
not
be
be the
the
actual
bed?
Try to get
colors.
it bigger.
Can you zoom in?
I did, and it just got pixely and blurry.
Just
Yeah.
pixelated.
Well,
Nancy,
it
could that be
doesn't look
Linnea?
like my babies. I don't think.
Okay, well,
I just can't, it could be one of mine. What's the date? Don't know the
There's-
date.
Oh,
right?
don't know
no.
the date.
Well, the
So-
date is going to be the late 60s or early 70s. All the photographs were developed in that time period.
Yeah,
60s.
okay, that's good. That's good frame of reference, Terry. So these were all developed. These were slides, and the slides were developed in the late 60s and early 70s. Is that right, Terry?
That was pretty much the way they were all marked. I don't remember
Okay.
any exceptions to that.
Okay,
That
What
could be Linnea.
Well,
but-
That's why I guessed Linnea.
Yeah.
that's just a guess.
Mark and Linnea were born just a week or two
Right.
apart.
Okay, well, this is our house in Las Vegas, I believe. And
Yep.
Chad has walked away. He's the one that's supposed to be annotating this, but is
Where'd he
that
go?
I don't know. I just saw him walk away from his screen. This is a Lincoln Continental, I believe.
Yes,
That's what they were, his cars.
I
Yeah.
think that was in 1969.
Which,
We didn't live in Las Vegas in 1969. We moved
No, I'm
there the
saying
summer of 1970.
Car
No, it doesn't really
the car
look like the
predated
house
you living
either.
in Las Vegas.
Pardon? Say that
The
again.
car predated you living in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
it could have been a 1969 model.
I don't care what year the car is.
Well, I just threw that in there.
Well, I got to drive it home from Vegas to Salt Lake or to where we live, Sandy. One time, I don't know how come Dad gave me that car for just a few weeks, and it was really a dream.
It's a nice car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So-
when, okay.
Is Chad back on or not?
Yeah, I got it. Lincoln Continental, Las Vegas home, 1972. I think there's
70.
somebody sitting in the front seat, but I can't tell who it is. Whose bicycle is that? That would be Larita's.
Really?
and I got that picture done.
Okay.
I really,
all right.
I really
Zoom in a little
appreciate it.
bit more, Artie. We might be able to see who's sitting in the front seat.
No, I zoomed in. I think it might be me, but I can't tell for sure.
Yeah, there's
No way.
no way of knowing for sure who it is. It
I
just
think
gets,
it's me.
We could take it.
Actually, if it's anybody, it looks like Marcielle again.
Oh,
No, the hair's too short. That's not a girl. That is more likely Chad.
Well, hair was often pulled back,
short.
Terry.
okay, well, that's really secondary
Conjecture.
because
I guess.
Okay.
Why don't we first try to identify what the occasion is that we're looking at? That would help me a lot.
Well, but nobody
And-
knows.
Well,
And
if we
all-
don't know, then that's another thing, but
well, sometimes
try to-
identifying the occasion is helped by identifying who's it. So that's mom.
okay,
That's
but
all I
we've been
know.
forgetting to
but
say
whose
anything about
house is
occasion.
that? Whose house is it?
I have no idea.
And who are all
Okay,
those other people?
Hey, you nice
Yeah.
people.
Is one of them kind of looks like Carmen, but I don't know that it is
No.
in the orange shirt.
No,
No, that's not him. But
face
you
is
know,
too round.
Is that
I-
me?
No,
No.
No.
Hey, so could I just ask a kind of technical question?
yes,
Each picture has a name. Dad 030-3, that's this picture.
Correct.
But I can rename it to something. But the question is,
Mother visiting.
pardon?
So just
Mother
call it
visiting.
something.
well, okay, Chad, go ahead.
Well, I think, I mean, the thing that we want is to be able to find these pictures in a search. And so if I say, I want to see all the pictures of Mary Compton, and I put in a search for Mary Compton, I would expect this picture to come up if I add it to the description, which I have been doing. I
Okay.
don't know that I need to rename these pictures in order for, I really see what purpose that brings.
I agree with
to-
you, Chad. I think you can just leave the current name on here because we already have a reference.
Okay.
And so you're just adding descriptions that we can search for.
Okay, I agree.
That would be my understanding, and maybe at some point we all make a decision, decide we want to go back and rename some, but I don't see any, it's the description that we're going to be searching on mainly.
All right, I'm ready to move on to next picture, Dad 030.
Hi, Chad. There
Who's
you
that?
are. Hi.
Huh?
You're covering the whole screen.
Uh,
Well, that's because I've tuned in on you.
Here are all the sheep.
You're gone now, Chad. Sorry.
Kamillia, are you still up at Marcielle's or Marcielle, you at Camillia's?
I'm at Kamillia's. She's having eye surgery on Monday. I've been here for, how long have I been here?
Since Monday.
Since last Monday, practically a week, and I go home this coming Friday.
No.
Good luck
Yes.
on your eye surgery, Kamillia.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
leaving on the 6th, whatever day that is.
That
I'm
would
looking
be
at
Friday,
a
next
damn-
Friday.
At a cattle stampede or something.
It's a sheep.
that looks like E from Utah, but I won't swear to it. And I don't think it's relevant unless there's some sheep in there.
Unless there's some what?
People.
People.
Oh, people.
right.
Sheep.
Well, people, or we can associate it with a time and a place where the family lived or had some business or
Probably
whatever.
southern Utah somewhere.
Well, it could be southern Utah, and we had family in Mount Pleasant, and that certainly could have fit that general area as well.
That's true. They raise a lot of sheep over in that area.
So are there some Daniels among the sheep? Then is that the idea?
Could be.
Anyway, okay, I'm moving on because
It looks like Alden and Liesl.
That's a crazy picture.
Where, let's see, I just see all the pictures. Can you focus on the one you're talking about? Okay. And I
Yeah, that would
really-
probably be
I-
Alden and Liesl.
Could you zoom in a bit more?
Yeah,
That's darling.
That's
Whoa.
Liesl at least for sure, but
Oh,
Probably
sorry.
a piano being played there.
I'm getting seasick.
Yeah, sorry
am
about
too.
that. That was my bad.
How do you spell Liesl?
Liesl.
L-I-S-L.
Anybody know where this is?
SL.
We've
Can you
got,
zoom in on the title up there?
Looks like a-
At the top part of she's
looks
faces,
like a hospital
piano
bed.
player or whatever it is.
what was that, Terry? Can I
If we
zoom in
can
on the
read
piano
that.
player?
Put your cursor on. Yeah, there's a little sign just in front of the
Hey,
face of the
and
piano
you
player.
know,
Put your
Daddy
cursor
is
there
right
and then
behind
zoom in.
I believe Daddy is playing. No, that
No,
isn't
that's
Daddy.
not Dad. Who is
Uh,
it
No,
though?
that's not Daddy.
That's a bunch of
No.
numbers. That's.
I don't know who
that's
that
not
is.
helpful.
It's a woman, I think.
Isn't that Barbara or somebody?
Mm,
I
Can't
don't
quite
think
read
so.
that.
That's an Indian blanket. Is that at Zion's at the
Oh.
motel?
And there we have our
car out in the parking
station
lot.
wagon back there. Is that our Vista Cruiser?
No,
No?
that's not a Vista Cruiser.
Okay.
Some people are so sure.
Well, I am because the
Yeah.
Vista Cruiser had elevated windows over the back of the car, and that does not.
Yeah, I
Well,
think you're right.
Who's the woman behind the Indian blanket?
Yeah, one of the Madsons, and is that at Zion's at the restaurant?
Could
It
be.
probably
Or
is.
the year, it looks like maybe a Valentine's or Christmas. I know we were there for Thanksgiving
Yeah.
when Linnea was a baby. And
And
that-
Nancy, can you
that
move
car
the,
Actually looks like Dennis's grandma and grandpa Barney's.
and Nancy, can you get your microphone closer to your mouth because I can hardly hear you?
I don't know how to do that, Terry.
Just lean in closer when you, to your laptop or your computer, whatever.
The blanket looks like a Zion's Park kind of a deal. And so I'm thinking this might be at the Bumbleberry restaurant and the
Motel.
Motel.
I
and
agree.
restaurant.
What year do you think it is, Nancy?
Looks like
Hello?
Liesl is about 2.5 or 3, so about 1972, 3, something like that.
Got it.
Okay,
Next picture.
all right.
Oh, it's that same setting again.
So there's mom over on the far right.
I see Kamillia.
Is that Lucille?
Wait just a minute. Can you zoom in a
Yep,
bit
it's
more?
Lucille.
It
Is
looks like
that
Lucille.
Lanny.
Hang on. Let's start on the bottom left. That's Kamillia. And then next is who? Lanny?
That looks like Lanny.
Yeah,
So that's
And
so
Barbara?
Kamillia,
I do
Lanny,
not see Lanny.
And then Barbara. And then who?
Lucille.
Moving-
Lucille.
That's Mother's Mirror.
And
Or it
then
looks like it.
Mary Compton.
okay.
And then who's right in front of Mary? Mom, Linda? Who is that?
No,
No.
Looks
Where's-
like-
Oops.
Linda. I don't know her.
but
Wait a
Aunt
minute.
And Lucille have a daughter. I just met the boys. I never met anybody else but 2 or 3 boys.
Lucille did have a daughter, but I don't even remember her name right now. She was quite musical.
Lucille's daughter, we did meet her in Leeds, but
She's musical. We'll make a note of that.
and
Yeah,
mother's
thanks, Jay.
mother's here.
Could you put audio with that note?
A little bit.
I just want to know, where are these all being taken? Where was this?
Would it
Does
be
I
it-
at
don't know.
That's part of the
Lucille-
question.
Is it at Lucille's farmhouse? Where in Weiser?
Lucille's or Barbara's farmhouse?
Well, there's Lucille. That's very
It
definitely.
was
Yes.
kitchen. I'd recognize it.
We spent the night at Lucille's when
When?
I was 17.
I remember that.
How old are you in that picture, Kamillia?
I'm looking at the way I'm wearing my hair. I was
And your
probably about 27.
And
Let's see.
so what year does that make this?
I think I'm wrong because if this is 1969 to 70, what?
Yeah, it's not 1969.
This
Whoopsie.
is, these pictures are 69 to 72-ish is typically what we're seeing.
When they were,
When developed, but not taken that time.
Right.
That time.
That's right. That's right.
The only time I was ever at Barbara's house, and I mean Lucille's house, was when Grandma Chandler died.
Now we got,
Which was not this.
no,
This is way
Or-
too early for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
And-
early.
and or Grandma Compton.
this might have been Grandma Compton's funeral because we have other pictures of Grandma Compton's funeral.
Okay, well,
Although
it's a possibility. And so I think I'm in my late 20s or early 30s, and I know that doesn't help too much. But Lanny would have been there if it was Grandma Compton. Lucille, this might be her apartment or her house in Weiser. I don't know. And of course, Mother was there.
I was there.
And everybody's dressed somewhat nicely, like they could have been at a funeral or something like that.
but where would Aunt Linda be? Uncle Lanny's wife should be in here. And I
I
don't.
don't
see-
remember.
Next might be in the kitchen.
Um,
Martha.
Good guess.
Whose foot is that in the bottom right?
What?
See,
Well,
see the
we-
foot in the bottom right?
Foot.
No.
Yes, foot. Yeah, I
It's a
see.
shoe and a leg.
That's Mother's.
That is not Mom's. It's, look at the very bottom right.
You really think you
Well,
you can
Well,
recognize?
I'm not
just
gonna
a
try to-
foot?
Well, zoom out on it a little bit, one final time, Marty.
Zoom out.
Yeah, so I can see Mother. You got, you guys could see her, but my picture of all the rest of you is right there on Mother.
You
Let's
can move
see.
it around. You're able
Yeah.
to, you should
Let
be
me
able to
see
move
if I
it,
can find a better place for my pictures of all of you.
right?
Actually, I don't care about seeing all of you, although it's nice to see you.
Well, Terry, I'm hanging
Okay,
out.
oh.
One more one.
I clicked the button.
Oh, there's Kenneth and Grandma
And
and
Lucille
Lucille and
and
Dad.
Daddy. And front of the
The-
Chandler home.
The wonderful old Chandler home that
And,
is
and
gone.
what's Grandma's full name?
Hazel Holtz, no,
Hubby.
Hazel Chandler. I can't think.
Hazel Hovey Chandler.
This
Hazel,
is the side of the house. This is not the front of the house.
right.
Okay, I got Hazel Chandler,
I never
Kenneth.
took pictures on the side.
I've got,
Hazel Hubby Chandler.
who's next to Kenneth?
It's Lucille
Lucille and
Compton Anderson.
Lucille Anderson?
her,
Compton Anderson.
Anderson,
Put their maiden name in there. Put their maiden names in.
please.
Lucille who?
Lucille Compton Anderson. She was Daddy's sister.
Is
Her-
that
his-
Anderson as in a S-O-N or E-N?
I don't know.
I would imagine O-N, but I don't know for sure. Daddy has his hand on her shoulder.
And he's got that lovely coat. This is in
I'm
Weiser,
looking at that. That is
Uh-oh.
wild.
I
I
don't
And
want
then
to
the
know-
tie.
I want
Weiser,
to know if
Idaho?
there's a woodshed behind that house.
Yes.
Weiser,
Yes.
Idaho. Whose house is it?
Grandma
Grandma
Chandler.
and Grandpa Chandler's.
It was Percy and Hazel Chandler's home. And it was 903 East Main Street in Weiser.
What was it? 903 what?
East Main Street.
And so you say that house is no longer standing?
No, it's not. It's gone. They put, I think, some manufactured home
I think it's
there
a trailer.
or something.
It's very sad, actually.
What year?
Of this,
Yeah.
I suspect the only reason these four would be together would be Grandma Compton's funeral.
When did she
Let's
die?
see. Well, wait just a minute. who died first, Grandma Compton or Grandma Chandler?
Grandma Compton.
Because I was in Belgium when Grandma Chandler died.
What
Okay,
about Grandpa Chandler? When did he die?
He died
And
when Rachel was under a year.
He-
So
we were still in Provo. So I think he died about 1965
68 or 9.
or
Dad?
6.
That was pre-Bumbleberry. This is during the Bumbleberry era because of the way Dad's dressed.
Right.
True.
I'm
Yep.
gonna put 1973.
I
Grandpa
think,
Chandler died not that.
I think that that's a little late because
Yeah, Grandma Compton died when we lived in Las Vegas. I know that.
Right. I
Yeah,
remember
we-
that too.
And we
And-
moved from Las Vegas to California in 73 or thereabouts.
I'm gonna put 1972.
Yeah.
No,
are we talking about Grandpa
Put a question mark.
Chandler's death? No?
No,
No,
that was
Grandma
Grandma.
Compton.
Okay.
We were talking. Anyway, we've moved on. That's me, and I think that's Mia. I don't know for sure.
There's Annette.
There's Annette.
Let's begin with
That's
the
Marcielle again, I think.
That's
that Marcielle on the left,
I think so.
holding
I
who?
don't-
We don't
I
know.
don't see.
Mark.
She has a different wig on this time because last time her hair was dark. Now it's light.
And this is
Well,
definitely in a Bumbleberry restaurant. See this purple booth right here?
Lamps.
that's right.
And it would have been Springdale because those are not California lamps.
Okay.
Who is right in front of Marcielle?
Where
I-
am I?
It would be Mark.
I don't see me.
You're right here. I'm moving my
Right
cursor
there.
on.
The
You're-
stripedy red and white striped outfit.
That was Mark.
Yes, I made those. I made that outfit, and okay, so that's me.
Okay,
Who
so
are
it's
you
And
probably,
Mark.
so he's in her arms. And so then is it Annette that's right in front?
So
Yes.
Annette's there.
Right there.
Is this the
Yeah.
back of your head, Chad?
No.
That's
No?
too much hair. So Kamillia,
What?
No,
is
Who's
that
next to
you
you?
next to
Arden?
me?
Who is next to you? Who is that?
Who are you asking?
Anybody? Who's right next to Arden on the left?
I think it's Mia.
No, actually, that's not Mia, that's Annette.
That's what?
That's who?
No, you guys are looking at the wrong things. Start
Okay.
over.
next
Okay.
to Artie.
So I'm right here. On
I
the very
thought it
far
might
right.
be Jamie.
And
Oh.
so is that not Mia?
It might be David or Mia.
Yeah, it could be David.
Well, you're our local expert on that, Kamillia. You choose. Which one is it?
Okay, just a minute. Zoom in. I'm zooming in.
It probably is David.
Everybody's looking at and listening to somebody. What was the occasion here? Was this the time we got together?
It would be
This wouldn't be
Thanksgiving.
in St. George, would it?
No.
I
No,
think it will. This was,
Springdale.
this is Bumbleberry
it-
Springdale.
Okay,
it-
who's talking? Who's putting on a show for everybody to look at?
We don't know.
Probably
knows?
Dad.
It would be Dad.
and
Except who's-
also, I remember that Lynn played the piano beautifully. And
What?
Well, Lynn, this is before Lynn was
I
around.
think, yeah, this is pre-Lynn.
are you sure? Because the only time we were there for Thanksgiving was Mia had just married. So that wouldn't be Mia, and it wouldn't even be David. So
No,
I don't know
that's
what-
Jamie.
I don't know if that's Jamie,
Uh,
but this is,
not much
Yeah.
to look at to tell.
I don't know that this was a Thanksgiving. I don't know what it was, but I think Jay's right in saying that this is Springdale. And this
Yeah,
is a
Definitely a
Bumbleberry.
Bumbleberry restaurant with the pink cushion there, or the purple cushion.
Right.
I got this shirt at Disneyland when I was 9 years old. I did. And so
I believe
I was at least 9, which would, so 62, and put this at least 71, but not any later than 72. So 71 or 72.
There you go. That's all we need to know.
Just looking at that shirt.
You were a cute little boy.
What happened?
I know. Okay, well, that's our best guess there. And now, okay, were we broken down on the side of the road or what? So-
We
you,
had
look
a
like,
gas.
you look like a bunch of gypsies.
So that's me, and then Larita and
Oh, I
Alden.
love
But
Lorita's.
who's next to Larita, between Larita and me? Who's this?
I don't know her.
Well, you guys holding
You're
snakes or what are they
lost.
holding?
Okay, I'm looking at the car behind them. I'm
Water
pretty sure
pump.
that's a 1972 Cadillac behind us.
I can't even see a car. Where is it?
Well, we're standing at there's an open trunk right behind us.
Oh, yeah. And you'd know it's
That's
a 72 trunk?
No, it's a 72 Cadillac. See the
How do you know? What do you
hey,
Looking at the trunk, you know that that's a Cadillac. Oh, well.
yeah, I totaled that car when I was 16. I know this
I know
car.
you did.
It's a
This is the
good thing-
color. It's actually the color on the door and the color right there. That was the color of our Cadillac.
It was
And I'm
pink, huh?
looking at this headlight,
No.
this little tail light right here. That was a Cadillac. So
Oh,
this,
yeah, you're right. It is.
they bought that
Wasn't it-
Cadillac. It was a 1972 model. I remember that because I remember Dad telling me he bought a brand new Cadillac in 1972 for $10,000.
Oh, wow. Wouldn't that be something?
And
And you told it and he said, oh, well.
yes,
what?
Sure. Anyway, so we don't know for sure where we're at though. This looks like a Southern Utah place, but I don't know who the blonde girl next to me is.
Must be me.
Yeah, that's Marcielle again.
The ubiquitous Marcielle.
Shows up all the time in the strangest places.
Anyway,
We don't know either one of those girls?
what's
No.
Larita? Larita's in the jumpsuit.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure that's Larita.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's Lorita.
You remember that wild piece of clothing she's got on? That
Oh, I-
should
Where-
identify her.
I remember the Cadillac better than her wild clothing, but
Any idea what the occasion was here?
No.
no.
Car broken again.
That
We
really
got- We
does.
got the hill in the background. Does that give us a location? Say anything about
Southern Utah.
location?
It's not a
Southern
very
Utah.
demonstrative hill.
No, it's not a big hill.
No. I
What
don't
what
know.
are the hoses that are being held?
I don't know. I was looking at that. It's like, okay, what do we got here? And I don't know.
Well, you're gonna fix the car with those hoses.
Yeah, maybe Alden was, but not me. I don't know what it is.
Well, if we waited another 10 years to document these pictures, we wouldn't be able to remember anything.
That's true.
Okay, I'm
That's a
going to
good-
the next one.
Okay,
Okay, who we got here, Kamillia? Is this
I-
one of
yes,
yours?
that looks like Chris.
You can't see it. Oh. Oh, is that
That's
Chris?
Yes, that's Chris.
Chris, Fullerton, California,
Yes, that's at the village.
in 1970, what?
Well, let's see, we had 19, we moved from Fuller, we moved from, wait, okay. Oh, probably 1970. Let's just say that.
Okay, lovely, lovely Chris.
Such a cute girl.
Yep.
And now, I'm looking at these things with you,
This looks like the
On
new
this-
building in Manassas.
but could I ask, have you sent these pictures to me? You
No.
haven't,
Not yet.
Will- but you will.
Yes.
Yeah,
When?
as soon as I get them all labeled.
You mean
Describe.
in a few years?
Yeah.
You know, I'm working really fast right now. I can't guarantee tomorrow, but right now we're being highly productive.
Well,
That's
I would,
questionable.
Yeah, Kamillia, you can get a copy of the video where Artie is making right now as we're
Where?
doing this. He'll post it probably within a few hours after we get through here.
Great. I'll look forward to that.
And I already, the last one that we did, I posted already. So Annette, did you say this was Manassas?
Yeah, it is
I think
definitely Manassas.
we built we built one of those chapels in stages. This is the first stage of the chapel. I think that's Brother Harlow in the back with the bald head. And you'd have to zoom in on the others. I don't remember everybody's name. Maybe Chad does remember some.
Well, then this documents a bunch of pictures we saw in the previous session, which were
Right.
the same building. You guys said it wasn't Manassas.
Well, because I didn't ever remember going to this building. We went to another building first, and that's the one I remember. I didn't remember this one.
That's
Yeah,
because we
we-
didn't have Chad and Annette to tell us where we were.
Yeah.
We finished it. Boy, I should remember that gal, but I don't. Yeah, it got finished, the first stage of it, and we met there for a short time.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna jump back up to some of these other photos that we were lost on last time. Is this also Manassas?
Wait,
Yes.
where are you? Wait,
I
Very
went
could
to
be.
Dad 025, Chad. Is
yeah,
this
hang on.
Probably so.
okay?
I don't remember seeing
Well,
these before.
It's the same building. I can tell you that by looking
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
don't, I'm saying, I don't think I was there when you were doing this,
Well,
but it wouldn't have been as obvious either, so.
well, none of these photos of this building actually have any of our family members in them. That was one of the things that baffled us.
I don't
Uh,
think we need to save them.
There's no family
Oh,
members. in
I think that it'd be kind of nice to save some of them.
Yeah.
Did 025-3.
You never know when somebody will be doing some research and they'll want to know about something to do with Manassas. And when family lived there, this presumably is at least it says the family
Oh, I
lived.
remember the Hawaiian guy back there. I can't remember their name though. And this, the blonde with her hair piled up, that was his wife. So their faces are familiar. I don't have names, but this was probably like the first day we met there or something.
Okay.
And that's why Dad would have the pictures.
All
Also,
We
right.
took quite a few pictures of it, Annette. We got
Yeah.
quite a few.
So Chad, when you review the last video that we made when the last time we met, and those of us that were here are looking at these places and just like we had no idea. So you can go back now and document those as Manassas grand opening
Yeah,
videos.
okay.
Did
yeah.
you, wait a minute, did you send these pictures out already?
No,
These, because I wasn't in on this session.
we
I
did
don't think I was there.
we
I'm
did a
looking-
He
session
sent
like
out the review.
You did a session when?
I don't know, like a month ago. It
I
was,
was in
but
on, I was in on one of, I've been in on two of them, but
right.
but these that I'm looking at right now, the one of Chris that's up here,
I found some licorice in my purse. Oh, good.
I didn't, I don't recognize them at all. Except,
Oh, shoot.
Right, so Chad's gonna document these and we'll send them out. And we did one other session like this a few weeks before the family reunion, and we announced it, I sent it out, and I don't know why you didn't join us or what happened.
Kamillia, you did look at the video because you commented on it in some of your correspondence on our conversation deal.
but not
So
on
you-
these, not on these pictures.
No,
Yeah.
no, these are pictures we didn't see last time we did this. These are
Well,
the ones we didn't see last time, but you did see the ones that were reviewed the last time we did this.
Okay, the
Who's,
ones that, the ones that you just zoomed in on the Manassas Ward building.
Yeah.
Just to prove a point.
Yeah.
I have not seen any of those photos.
No, you
That-
haven't.
Neither had I.
Oh, really? So, but you have had a meeting and discussed them.
Yes.
apparently. Well, I'm so
Uh,
sorry I missed that because I would really love.
Well, Kamillia, you said in one of your correspondence that you had looked at the pictures at Artie's video, which had those pictures in it.
Well, not those particular ones. I
Well,
don't know.
not the ones we're looking at today, but
No, I know
pictures at
that.
the Manassas Chapel was in that group.
the Manassas Chapel, I do remember everybody coming out of a church, and there was Jaye, and there was, I don't remember who else, but the pictures that are the pictures that you're reviewing to prove what is going on today, I have not seen.
That's correct, Kamillia.
Right.
That is correct.
Right.
So there was another Manassas chapel besides this one. It was an old Lutheran or Baptist or something
Right.
church where we
That was
met.
the one I remember.
And I remembered that one and people coming out.
So,
Okay, go
Okay.
to the next photo, Ori.
okay, so do we know who this is?
So, well, there's Joseph Alden, but I don't know the other guy.
That's,
Oh,
I don't think, could that be Joseph Alden? The
Well,
picture's
no,
too,
he'd be too old.
he's not that old in the picture that old.
Yeah, then I don't know who either one of them would be.
Just a minute. Are we
the
looking?
guy,
at are we looking at two young men?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The one
I
on the
thought it
left
was,
looks like,
I thought it was Alden, but it, the year doesn't match up with his
No, it
age.
doesn't.
Kamillia, I
No.
have to get out of here to be back.
No, I have
it
no
looks
idea.
like
Okay,
it looks like it could, actually, I thought it was Arden initially, but
no.
the other guy looks like he doesn't belong to us.
We don't know them.
Okay, going on then.
Almost looks like Weiser.
It is. The
Oh, is
Weiser
this the
Chapel-
Weiser Chapel?
Let's see, I'm gonna try to,
It
Change
looks
it.
like maybe a temple, but
no, I'm gonna
It's-
try to zoom in over here.
That's the Weiser Chapel.
Yeah, that's the Weiser Chapel. I don't think there's any question about that.
Okay, I can't read what that says as I zoomed in.
It says the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
okay, who are the people?
Is that
Weiser,
mom?
That's mom.
That's mom.
And
Yeah, don't know who she's with.
It's snowing hard, I could now see.
his mother and there's one of Dad's sisters on the left side.
So
I'm looking closely to see who that could be. Marcielle has gone to the restroom, so
That's Lucille or Barbara or somebody.
the mouth looks wrong for both, either one of them. If I were
Which
to
one?
guess which one it is, I would say it's Barbara, but it doesn't even quite look like her.
It's hard to tell though because of the quality of the picture.
Yeah,
Yeah. So this does look like,
It is
And-
mom though.
yeah, that's mom.
yeah.
And I believe the other one is one of Dad's sisters. I can't keep them straight, but that would be
Okay.
my impression.
What's mom doing there in the winter and what year is it?
We can't tell.
There's more pictures of the winter scenes in Weiser coming up.
Yeah,
Um,
so-
Mom went periodically to visit Grandma.
Let's see, let's go back to that. Oh, I wish
Back to what?
Marcielle. I just lost the picture for a second. It does look like the Weiser Chapel. It was a pretty chapel. It almost looks a little bit like the Richland Steak House too.
This is not the Richland Steak Chapel. I would know it. And this is
well,
the Weiser Chapel. I give you 100% guarantee of that.
Well, your guarantee is worth a whole lot, Terry. So,
The other thing is I can tell you 100% it's not the Richland Steak Chapel too.
I would like to go back to that and just tell you all a little something about that chapel.
okay,
Our great grandfather, also, I think his name was Percy George, and our grandfather was George Percy or something. Anyway, a little confusing. But he, when he was a very old man, was the custodian of the chapel. Just thought I'd tell you that.
So, Kamillia, I didn't think that Grandpa had the name George, and because everything I've looked at on Family Search, he's only Percy. But
I know,
I just saw some things that claim that he was Percy George, like his father, and thought, is there a mix up there? But you say that he had the name George.
Let's let Marcielle come back. She'll be here in a minute, but my memory is their names are very similar and I have confused them myself. But I do believe that Grandpa's name, Marcielle. What was Grandpa's full name, Chandler?
Percy George Chandler.
Percy George Chandler was great grandpa's.
What was Grandpa's?
Percy, just Percy.
No George?
Ah,
No,
no, George.
his dad was Percy George, and he was Percy. That's all.
Well,
Very
that's
good.
Marcielle's. Now,
Okay.
somebody looking up, I do have genealogy sheets somewhere.
Yeah,
And
maybe we should have somebody appointed to have the genealogy out while we're doing this.
I think Nancy might be the best person.
Yeah, she's pretty good at that.
And
But
my eyes, I could find my sheets, but I wouldn't be able to read them.
so if you go to Family Search, it's just Percy. But there
Okay.
have been some things linked to him that have George. And I almost deleted them because I thought he wasn't, but they're linked to him and Grandma. So I'm wondering, since his dad was Percy George, if whoever did the record, and I think it's a church record,
Whoops.
just assumed that that was his name also. Because it does have George on it, but I didn't think that Grandpa had the George as part of his name.
I'll tell you what, I can look it up and I'll send out a message because I think that Grandpa's name was Percy George as well. That's my impression, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Well, you go ahead and do that. That would be great.
Yeah.
We're gonna let you
Okay.
do it, Harry.
So I'm kind of looking at my timeline. We've been going for an hour and 15 minutes.
Mm.
And we have all these photos. Do you guys want to keep going? Should we take a
Keep
break and
going.
come back another day?
Keep going.
Keep going. Okay.
I vote for keep going. Let's get
All
this
right.
job done.
Okay. So we left off here. I'm going to put this picture up and I'm going to step away for a second. I got to go get my charge cord for my laptop. Okay. So go ahead, talk about it.
Yeah,
Looks
looks like
like-
Mother.
She's got a
With
lamb in
George's-
her. She's holding a lamb, isn't she? Is that a lamb?
The puppy probably.
I think it's
Or George's puppies, if it's Las Vegas.
Is it a dog or a lamb?
It's a
I
dog.
don't think
I don't think it matters.
it's Mother when she was really young and loving an animal.
Not really young.
Was
No.
she
Really
She
young.
looked wonderful, but she had to be, well, she
I
was
was
younger than
thinking
we are.
maybe it's Las Vegas when George had puppies.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I
that's
think-
the sense.
I think that, does anybody recognize her blouse?
I think it's Las Vegas. I think she's holding the puppies, but I didn't remember it being a wood fence. I remember the back was brick.
Yeah, I don't know what the side was though.
Yeah, so I think it's mom, puppies, and Las Vegas.
So is this,
What's the year?
Probably 72 or so.
is this before the swimming pool?
No,
The puppies were born in 71-ish, if they're George's puppies.
Who else is with
Because
it?
I left in 71.
who did? You did?
I graduated from high school in 71 and I never really lived back there. The puppies would have been born before I left.
So
Okay,
Mother would have
that's
been
Mom.
Mother would have been about 59. She was born in 2000, she was born in 1918.
The
If it was
backyard is a little
71.
confusing though, Chen.
What?
The backyard is a little confusing.
I have a question. Are we sure that all of these pictures are 1969 to 73 originally?
No,
No, they could have been taken before 69, anytime before 69. And most of them would have been before 72, 73 or in that neighborhood, but I can't guarantee you that there weren't any that didn't go outside that bounds.
Well,
Yeah.
so
The next picture did
this
go.
next
outside.
picture is much later than that.
Well, now this is a different set of pictures here. Jay sent me some film, undeveloped film. And I scanned that undeveloped film. So this is black and white. Dad's pictures are color. And somebody took these pictures and somehow Jay got a hold of the film and I took the film and developed it.
Okay, 'cause
So
this
he
would have
had
been
a-
late 70 something.
Now, I can't say anything about the date of this picture here because there was no date stamped on the film. So I don't know anything about it.
Didn't he call himself Mr. Quattro or something?
Yeah, El Cuatro. I think that was when we were in Los Altos though. So that might have been 74, 75.
You did that stuff in Los Altos?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna guess this was 74, 75.
It was definitely after my mission and I'm 76. I got home
Okay.
from my mission in 76.
Well, we moved to Pleasanton in 1976.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna say 1977, 78, 79.
hmm,
Can you read
Maybe.
the sign up there on the right corner?
oh,
No,
whoops, sorry. Is zooming in. I want to try to zoom in up there. Well, that didn't work.
Well, anyway,
at-
he was the magic grandpa.
Well, look at that elbow.
Oh, you
Okay.
know what? This picture is flipped. It needs to be flipped the other way, but
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, I'm gonna do a little housekeeping thing here. I'm gonna stop this. I'm stopping the share and I'm stopping the recording.